So composition of functions means the following. This is when we have like f of g of x or like g of f of x.
Okay.
F of g of x or g of f of x. And guys, last year I did not teach this well, and we kind of crashed and burned on this common assessment question when we saw something like this. These two things mean the exact same thing. It's just alternate notation. So f whole g of x means the exact same thing as f parentheses g of x. Those two things mean exactly the same thing. Would it be helpful if you had this, Chepe? Like stand it up against? Would this be helpful? To stand it up against this thing? You want to turn the camera probably to face the other way and then stand it up on it.
How do you do that?
Or maybe not. Somebody, okay. Here we go. So f of g of x, right? These two things mean the exact same thing. Now, what are we using this for? Well, so a composition of functions can be used to evaluate at an expression that looks like this. Now, before we get to composition, there could also be kind of something else that we want to talk about, which is combinations. These are two very related but not the same topics. So combinations of functions. This is where we are going to be headed, but we need to understand this before we can get there. So combinations of functions means the following. It's creating a new function, from two or more existing functions So it's creating a new function from two or more existing functions. And by create, I can just sort of define that word a little more. We mean using an algebraic operation. Algebraic operations, we mean by that addition, so adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing. So composition is where we are going. Probably get there, not today, probably tomorrow. But to start, we need to understand combinations of functions. Remember, combination just means really combining or creating a new function from two existing ones. Now, we will see this in three ways. We'll see it from a table. We'll see it kind of a little more algebraically. And then we also have it from the graph. So let me just kind of begin to walk through what this looks like.
Wait, turn it on.
All right. So let me model kind of what we're talking about here. So